Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and...
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 50. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback who grew up just outside of Cleveland on Lake Erie, Mitchell Trubisky.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play action. Now Trubisky gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Trubisky now off the bootleg. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he's taken down inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Open man is Myers. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 17 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Let's take a look here at the offense for Minnesota.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they've got the second straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
Now on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Winston. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Running from the gun, Johnson. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game, 18 carries, 125 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Got a man open, that's Harry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
False start. Offense.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this.
And this is blocked. The Pats bring heat, and they get home. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. In for the score. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
So the very rare blocked punt, scooped and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you, but that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. New England on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Kerryon Johnson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. 5 plays there on that drive. And the touchdown run came from Kerryon Johnson to cap things off. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. And he finds Cook. And he will have the 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On 1st down, Trubisky. And Stills bringing it in. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Off the draw, here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now it's Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. First down, Winston. And this is Cook with a grab. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Jameis again. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Winston now from the 50. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Winston now. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll run on first down. Cook. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Dante Hightower. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team. They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps. Here's Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone. Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all. Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards in the first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires. We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Catch is made by Harry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky rolling to his right. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Trubisky will throw. Open man is Myers. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Kerryon Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Winston on 4th down. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Winston. And that's incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Winston. And Diggs has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now Winston. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, it's Johnson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Trubisky. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. New England on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. Got his man, that's Harry. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Got a man open, that's Harry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Screen play, Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Jameis to throw it. He's got Smith here. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this one complete to Smith. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Throwing, Winston. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And the catch made by Walters. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Winston now from the 50.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jameis again. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One last shot now for Winston. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. So with just a second to play, we'd have to see something crazy here for them to have a chance. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often, not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for New England, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.